What's going on, guys? It's the Sneaker Professor, and today I have a special guest. I got my homie Osato in the cut, and he brought a special pair of shoes for you guys. And I'm gonna let him do the explaining because he hit on a crazy shoe. This is probably a contender for top 2, top 3, top 1 shoe of the year. Like this is a banger.
Yeah.
Introduce this.
All right, guys. So my name is Osato. I've been an avid sneaker collector for a couple of years now. So this right here, you guys can tell by the box, is the Jordan 1 Union Chicago Shadow. As you can see with the detail, it has basically half the Jordan 1 box on it. Also with the special detailing on it, as you can see, the wings detail, you know, the original prototype of the Jordan 11, all that great stuff. So one of the craziest shoes I've ever owned. And you could tell by the packaging here too, you could see it, the paper, the tissue paper is just, it's insane.
So do you know, what is this part, what is the design on the tissue paper? Do you know?
So the design on the tissue paper just basically explains the process of how they came to actually creating the shoe. So this one right here, I don't know if you guys can really see it that well, but it just shows the coloration of the laces. So the story behind the laces is when you wear Jordan 1s back in the day and you let the laces loose, a lot of discoloring can happen. So it can go from black and then the top half can go white and all that stuff.
Seriously?
So that's basically what it is. So he's basically kept that laces concept since the 2018 collab with the Jordan 1s. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. So when you lace them up fully, the bottom half would be black and then the top half would be like white. So it shows that discoloration, but it's pretty awesome. It also comes with another pair of laces, which is yellow, which, yeah, pretty nice.
Okay, and guys, Osato has been collecting for a long time, probably ever since maybe since I've been collecting, maybe before. So he's very informed on, almost all sneakers, not just Jordans, guys. He's informed on all types of sneakers. So when we're talking about going into depth on this channel, I can go into depth, but my guy here, he can go into depth. Like, I didn't know this, what he's saying right now. I didn't know this fact. So let's get into it.
All right. So as you can see right there, Jordan Union, simple branding, and the way they package the shoe is amazing. So like they individually wrap them, and you can see right here, wrapped, both of them. And then this is basically what the paper looks like underneath. Shows all the detail, how everything is done. The upper part, the middle base, all that great stuff. So just unwrap it like it's a gift. And there you have it. The Jordan 1 Union LA Chicago Shadow, which is an amazing shoe.
So this is basically, is it kind of like a collab? Like, honestly, I don't know too much about the unions. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been a big guy in collabs.
Yeah.
As I told you guys, because I don't hit on a lot of these collabs. I'm gonna be so real. I only get from time to time. I hit the bricks by bricks and whatever.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll pay resale.
Yeah.
So I don't know the true meaning and details behind the actual shoe. So it's basically supposed to be a Chicago 1 and shadow kind of.
Yeah, basically. Right? So basically the owner of Union is Chris. They call him Chris LA. And his store is based out in Los Angeles. And two of his favorite Jordan colorways are the Chicagos and the Shadows. So basically he wanted to put best of both worlds together. And as you can see right there, the bottom half is the Chicago classic colorway. And then the top half is the Shadow right over here. And you can see this blue stitching over here.
Yeah.
Basically that's basically his way of showing, there's people in the world who generally want to have best of both worlds. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to add that type of flair to it where it looks like it was hand stitched and give it that unique design. Because, when you wear these with jeans and they cover the top half, it looks like a regular Chicago until you raise it up and people be like, oh, you got the Union. So amazing shoe, really amazing detail.
So, and one thing I'll say is that surprised me. When I was looking at pictures of these, it didn't really do justice. But that's what sometimes it's a lot of shoes are kind of like that. But you get these in hand and you're talking about a whole different type of, details and material on the shoe. You get these, the first thing you do when you touch these and you feel the leather. This leather feels genuine. It feels authentic. The detail, everything, the off-white on the tongue, the off-white on the sail, midsole, there's so much subtle details on these.
Yeah.
The leather's nice and soft. It feels really like a premium shoe. So when you're paying for this, you're getting that premium quality with it. And I think Jordan in general has done a fantastic job this year.
I agree.
With all the releases, from general releases to, exclusive stuff like this, in terms of quality control. There's nothing at all wrong with these. These shoes literally look perfect to me. the stitching, everything. These are clean.
Yeah, and it was just shocking because when they did the raffle, about 2 weeks ago, when they did the raffle, I just entered in once. I said size 13. If I get it, I get it. I don't, on to the next. Once I got that confirmation email to check out, I didn't even waste time. Within seconds, I just checked out, put in the credit card information, and it said your order's confirmed.
One thing I think is cool about this shoe that I didn't know the detail about before I got them in hand and I didn't take it in was the tongue. And it's kind of like, what is it? You'd say it's like a paper kind of material?
Paper type material. As you can see, the Nike Air, it's got that paper. It looks like they use a stencil to outline the Nike logo on it. And then you can also see the tongue too. It has like that styrofoam spongy feel to it. So it really gives you that, the best of both worlds in terms of classic buttery leather, but in terms of modern updated material for durability. Because there's people who are going to wear this everywhere, use it for simple activities or even crazy activities too. There's people who are going to skate in them, use them in the dirt, walk across the cities, do whatever with them. It's a beautiful pair.
And the Jordan 1, guys, this is a shoe that you can kind of wear and it looks good beat up. Jordan 1s, Jordan 3, stuff like that. Like this will look good worn, beat up and stuff. And you know, maybe if you guys don't want to pay that resale tag right now, because I know, especially if you guys are size 13, like me and this guy, you are paying a big tag for these. People are charging probably upwards of $850 for these, and a size 13. You know, size 13 market's always skyrocketing.
Very high.
And another cool feature about this is the top part. What is this? This isn't a nubuck, right?
This feels somewhat like a nubuck, but it's almost like a suede material. It's very soft, very
I've never
plush.
I don't think I've seen this on a Jordan before.
Never seen it on a Jordan 1. That's why like the detail behind this shoe is really insane. I really know how to explain it. Like you guys are seeing it on camera. When you see it in person, it's a whole different story, a whole different ballgame.
Another thing he was talking about, just to go off what he was saying, was the color, the different color laces.
The cover, So the yellow is basically the second option that comes with, but when you lace up this white one right here, it basically starts off the bottom half white, or you can flip it and start the bottom half black. And then once you get to this upper part right here, it changes into that second color.
A cool feature that I like when Jordan adds these, even though it's subtle, it probably, it might cost them a little bit extra, is these hang tags.
Yeah.
These guys, you got to make sure you don't lose these, because this is like a cool little subtle feature to these, down the line. People, when they want OG everything, as a collector, you want the hang tag stuff like this.
That is true.
When Jordan adds stuff like these subtle things, retro cards, stuff like this, that makes the shoe 10 times better, even though it's not like the most popular thing when you're looking at a review and stuff. But these are things that collectors like myself that I think are cool, and like you don't really see tags like this on Jordan.
No, you really don't. It's very, very rare.
So I
very
think it's
rare.
Cool. And so in terms of these, where do you think these might rank at the end of the year when everything's released, including GRs, Cement 4s, Gamma 11s, all of these, some hype stuff, Brick by Bricks, SB4s? Where do you think these might line up at the end of the year?
I strongly believe, and guys, it's just my opinion, but I strongly believe these will rank among top 10. But for a lot of people, I think it'll rank top 5. Simply for the fact that it was a collab that was mentioned last year, but we didn't know what to expect, because all we knew was it was going to be a Chicago colorway, but we did not know it will have the top half with the shadow. So once that got out there, people were like, how's this going to look? Will it look great? Once the photos leaked, people are like, oh, this is definitely a certified classic. There's people out there who believe the previous pairs from 2018 are better, and I totally understand that. I do. However, when you put all three of them together, and I wish I did have the other two, but when you put them all together, you just see like it's a perfect blend of two different colors on such a classic shoe as this one. It works so well, especially this one. It's amazing. This is probably one of my favorite Chicago Jordan 1 renditions out there, because there's the off-whites, there's the trophy rooms and stuff like that. But this one, amazing.
So if we're talking about, now let's talk about, you're talking about the original Chicago one, talking about the reimagined. So where do these rank in terms of Chicago colorways for you? 1, 2, 3, 4?
So I would say the number one for me will always be the 1985 colorway. That, without a doubt, people already know that can never be beaten. Second will definitely be the 2015 pair. Insane. Third, in my opinion, Off-White. I think the Off-White rendition was ahead of time. When you see them in hand, you're like, how were they able to bring this to life? Fourth would definitely be The
Lost
reimagines,
Without.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Reimagines are phenomenal.
So-
And then,
So
yeah,
these aren't quite up there yet.
they're not up there yet, but it's just, you know what? I have to put them,
Like fifth or sixth.
I would say fifth. The
So-
trophy room, I was going to put fifth, but the reason why I didn't like it, I didn't really like that frosty look on it.
Neither.
I'm not a fan of it.
I kind of like these like in hand. I've never owned the trophy room, so I've held them in hand. But I like these better in hand than the trophy room.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is, I'd probably put these like maybe exactly what he said,
Yeah.
maybe even a little bit higher. I might I think I'd put these over the Reimagine. I
Mm-hmm.
think the Reimagine is cool.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
It's not just for hype and stuff. I just think I like the material on this a lot better than the Reimagine. You know what? I'm gonna pull out the Reimagine for you guys so I can show you guys
Yeah.
the leather quality I'm talking about, how nice these are compared to the Reimagine. We've got the Reimagine here, and these are worn and stuff, cool. But guys, the leather quality, if you're in person, like you can feel how soft this one is compared to the Reimagine. Don't get me wrong, the Reimagine is pretty like solid, but it's not on par with these. But it's expected because these are obviously a collab, and these aren't. But when these dropped, it was a pretty.
Yeah.
Did you get these when they dropped?
Man, I wish I did. I entered every raffle for a size 13, but knowing how the game is, when they get a stock in, size 12 and 13 or even higher is usually very, very limited. So,
Not that enough.
yeah. So if they were to have, for example, let's say 50 size 8 to 10s, when it comes to size 12 and 13, there's definitely less than 20 pairs. Even less than 10 at some stores.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I did get these, but I did not hit retail. I paid resale. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Like I just needed these.
Yeah.
And at the time, this was 2022 when they dropped. And Chicago ones were like 2 bands, brand new.
Yeah.
These were like 500-ish, 550. And it's like I'd rather just pay 550 for the Reimagine because I still want that Chicago color.
I agree.
Back in the day, I sold my Chicago ones not knowing they were gonna jump. So
Same.
high.
I did not know either.
Bro,
I did not know.
They wouldn't even believe. Like even my 2013 pair, I sold that I think for $200. I sold my 2015 pair for maybe $300. And guys, then they jumped to 2,000. I said,
Yeah, I know.
It's happening all because of the Jordan documentary.
Exactly.
But yeah, guys, like I'm just trying to show you guys. Like it's gonna be hard to tell, but I'm just letting you guys know the leather on this is definitely premium.
Yeah.
When you're comparing it to a general release, even though it's a nice general release, the leather is actually premium on these. So when it comes to collabs, guys, these are great.
All right, guys. So we all know 2025 is probably the biggest year so far this decade with releases. We're getting some of the craziest releases, retros again. We're getting shatter backboard ones. We're getting white cement 4s. We're getting UNC ones. We're getting even unexpected collabs too. Like, Nike's working with Supreme. There's more unions coming out, fragments, all that great stuff. But I'm just here to let you guys know, from 2022 to 2024, we had it very pretty easy. A lot of Nike and Jordans were sitting on shelves. People were looking at them, thinking to themselves, why would I want to pay high retail on these type of Jordans when they'll probably just go on sale? And a lot of them did go on sale, but those days are coming to an end. Nike got rid of their old CEO. They brought in a new CEO, which he's been within the company for over 20 years. And Jordan and Nike are literally saying, hey, if you didn't take an opportunity to secure a lot of shoes from 2022 to 2024, when they were sitting for retail or less, we're sorry. A prime example is the Jordan 9 Cool Grays that released today. Getting a size 13 for myself was extremely difficult. I was even blessed to even get that checkout and the email. But I'm telling you guys right now, that shoe had less than 12,000 pairs on Nike sneakers.
In Nike Sneakers Canada?
Nike Sneakers US.
Okay.
So Nike Sneakers Canada, imagine that. We usually get less because we share our stock with Nike Sneakers Europe. So you can only imagine what the stock was. It was really, really low, less than 10,000 pairs. And across Canada, it was the same thing. So GRs from now on are going to be extremely difficult to get. If you can enter as much raffles and releases as you can, do it, because those easy days of securing are coming to an end. It was a buyer's market a couple years ago, but now it's coming back to the seller's market.
Guys, reselling
Yeah.
back
It's
in full effect. I think the last shoe we might have seen that actually sat was probably the Legend Blues, because
Yes.
after the Legend Blues was the Blueberries, but those
Yeah.
didn't even sit.
They did not.
The Blueberries didn't sit. The
Yeah.
Black Hat 3s didn't do as well as I thought they were
Same,
gonna do,
same.
but they still sold out.
They did.
The 12s, the flu game sold
Ooh, the metallic 5 shocked me the most.
out. Bro, I did not think that would come out.
Neither did I, because I'm still on the hunt for a 13, and some people are asking upwards of $600 for them. So I'm thinking, yeah, some guy on Kijiji got a full-size run, and he's charging $650 for the 13 because he knows how rare it is. So I'm trying to budget down to 450. He's like, no, this is my price. It's firm. So
Wow.
who knows?
So you didn't even get a 13 on
Didn't
those.
get a
And
13
guys,
on those.
I don't know. You guys don't know this, but I know this. This is the sneaker guru here. When I was younger, this guy had all the heat. Like, we're talking about like the Pantone pack. How many Kobe's did you have? Like,
Kobe's, I still have some at them. When Kobe's were really, they weren't hyped because he was still around.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to the greatest. I had about 20 pairs of them. I had all whites. I had Mambacitas, all the Greek colorways that people slept on. And I was just like, you know what? I'd like to ball. So I just bought Kobe's. And back then when they were good, LeBrons. But you know, yeah.
You guys don't trust me. You guys don't know this guy is the OG. So he didn't hit on something. If he's telling you guys, because he knows more information than me, especially about stock and stuff. Because this guy's he's even more well respected than me in some instances in this sneaker game. You know what I mean? So if this guy's telling you guys that you guys gotta get your act together and buy shoes and get them like and enter raffles and do your due diligence, make sure you try and actually go out to get these shoes because it doesn't look like they're sitting. And I think now today kind of solidified
it did
definitely what we're dealing with, because you could see the metallics and the flu games are original colorways, hyped, cool. But guys, we just got the cool gray Nike.
Yeah,
who likes Nike?
Pink. That's what I said.
Nike.
Same.
But guys, these other people don't like Nike. Why am I seeing resellers charging $80 over retail?
That's it. And there's a video that went viral of an incident that happened in Fordham, Bronx, New York, a fight. So 4 or 5 guys jumped one guy because he tried to butt in and they weren't having it. I'm telling you guys, the hype is back. Those days of walking into a Foot Locker and seeing GR sit,
it's done.
It's coming to an end.
So you think it's done?
I think some might sit, but I'm telling you guys, if it sits, maybe a week max, but a lot of smaller sizes. But I'm telling you, Jordan and Nike unlocked the vault and bringing out a lot of heat. White cements, they're not sitting. Jordan 1 UNC's not sitting. Shatter backboards, don't even count on it. Don't even count on it.
Let's not even get to the Black Cat 4s.
Oh my goodness, the Black Cat 4s, and that one has the Nike Air on the back, which I understand it's not like the OGs,
I don't like it, but it's gonna sell.
It's still gonna sell, guys. Listen, we saw it happen in 2020, how they sat. It's not happening again.
Guys, this year is serious.
Yeah.
But shout out to Osato for bringing these on for you guys, because without him, I would not be able to show you guys these. And I appreciate all your guys' support and everything. And I appreciate my guy for bringing these out.
Always,
these
man.
are a banger.
Yeah.
And if you guys like this, we're gonna bring Osato on for more episodes because this guy's very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
And he can bring knowledge to you guys that I don't even have a clue about. I know my stuff, but this guy really knows his stuff. So this guy, when we're talking about the shoe guru, this is the shoe guru of sneakers. I'm telling you guys. So shout out to Osato. These are the Union ones. I hope you guys like these. And that's it for this video. Peace.
Like and subscribe. This is my homie, please. He's one of the coolest guys ever. Look at this insane stuff. He's bringing you knowledge. Canadians need more of this because our sneaker community is growing. Like and subscribe and share. See you guys later.